Welcome to the Jets Life Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony, joined by Big Dom over here on my right. How it pops up on your screen. Talking about the New York Jets. And my God, it's reaching a point in the season where it's like, just can't wait for it to be over. It's like friggin' pulling fucking nails on a chalkboard watching this team play lately. One bad game after another. And it's only going to get worse. Now we got the Saints coming up into town. They look like a team that's on fire, winning a couple of games in a row in the division, nonetheless. But yeah, it's been a long week. We have a lot to talk about. But let's start, I guess, make it friggin' quick. 2 weeks in a row, I feel like we're going to friggin' talk about the game as quick as possible because I want to put that thing in the rear view. But let's start for sure. Talk about that game, Dom. Actually, let's hit some of these chats first really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Dale, smash like button. Chris has been in the chat since before the show even started. Appreciate that.
What's up, Chris?
Dane, smash the like.
Always.
Chris again. Big Dom. Hope all is well. Go Jets.
Yeah, go Jets.
Jailbird for life. Woohoo! Go Jets. Anyway.
Oh, gotta love our support,
what a
right?
disaster. Huh?
You gotta love the support. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Get into the community.
It's not the fans' fault. This team fucking sucks. But anyway, let's go right into the game, I guess. Talk about this Trevor Lawrence getting his chance at redemption for his dumb team that won a couple of games in December when they were 0-13 to beat us down for our 11th loss on the season. In another season where we're tanking for somebody. But yeah, let's talk about this game, Dom. Friggin' hey, where do you start?
Where to start? Geez, man, I don't even know where to start. Let's just start with how pathetic our defense is. Well, I'll start with that, but like capital P-A-T. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. You know, Wilks deservingly got fired. That defense does not even play. The recap: we couldn't stop Trevor Lawrence. But that guy had a game of all games. He looked like the Trevor Lawrence that was supposed to be against the Jets. You know, only against the Jets though. You know, I mean, some bright spots. You know, say Isaiah Williams again. Our special teams.
You saw a bright spot.
Yeah, I did. I mean, they called it back.
A bright spot.
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah. There was a couple. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to take anything away from Brady Cook. You know, I mean, the kid played the best he could. You know, after free agent, kind of. You know, there was a couple nice spots from him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was making throws not even Tyrod can make, nor Justin Fields can make. You know, but he's throwing a lot of interceptions again in the red zone. Listen, he's not the problem. Listen, it is what it is. This team just is pathetic. I love them to death, but they are bad.
I mean, he's an undrafted free agent. What do you really expect out of the guy?
Exactly.
Honestly, played better than I even expected he would. Listen, the fact that we had to deal with Justin Fields for however many weeks it was, there's a couple of games like just based and obviously like, you know, longer, you know, film could change things up. But there were games this season that Justin Fields just played so horribly that Brady Cook playing, you probably feel a little more confident and get a couple wins. But
I did.
With all that being said, though, he's an undrafted player. You know, maybe he's a guy that develops into, you know, a serviceable backup, but realistically, he's in there to help us tank, and that's just the moral of the story at this point. I think the writing is on the wall with this team week after week. There's another player going on IR, another player hitting, you know, getting benched for a quarter. It's just one thing after another. But yeah, this defense, and it's, yeah, like you said, rightfully so, he's gone. And let's hit right into that because, you know, following the game, there were some questions to Aaron Glenn specifically about his thoughts on the rest of the season and if he was going to make a change on defense. And his comments were at that point in time, that, he brought in Steve Wilks to run the defense. He's going to let him run it, for the rest of the way. Lo and behold, 24 hours, Steve Wilks is gone. I guess, what's your opinion on that, and how do you think that comes as a Glenn call? Or do you think that's a call from up above? Because it's very ironic.
That's a Woody call. You know what? And rightfully so. You know what? He does a lot of dumb things, but for one thing, that's just unacceptable, dude. I mean, there are so many teams in the NFL that with crap out on the field find ways to pick off a ball. Like, he has these guys out of position, So, you know what? I'm happy that I'm almost, I would say I'm more in an 85, 90% reality that it was Woody that called Glenn and told him, listen, this guy's got to go.
So I think, I actually don't think it's actually Woody. I just brought that up there because that's obviously like some discourse that's out there.
Right.
I think it really just comes down to the players at this point. I think the writing on the wall sounds like it was on it for Wilks, and it should have been. I mean, I think I've been talking about it since like week 3 on our Saturday show, talking about how Wilks needs to be gone. I was also saying there was an opportunity, a chance that even Aaron Glenn could be one and done, which the last few weeks have kind of really.
I don't know.
I'm not saying they're bringing that back to life. I don't think it's gonna happen. You don't let the guy go in midseason, trade half your roster, and then say, it's your fault, we suck. I mean, it's kind of a weird message. But
it's a real tough decision here. I mean, come the end of the year, let's say we do finish 3-14. And I mean, honestly, is there any bright spots this year? Anything?
The offensive line.
Okay. Special teams.
Yeah, special teams.
I mean, that was definitely coaching.
I like Tanner Engstrand. I do trust what I'm seeing out of there from him with a potential rookie quarterback. They're moving the ball at times. It's not consistent enough, but you can definitely have a good feel about the offense. That's the biggest thing I would say I take out of it. And the good thing about that is, you can flip a defense in one off season. It's really possible. Like, we've seen it so many times. A team brings in a new defensive coordinator, but you gotta go big game hunting. Like, you gotta go. You can't just. I mean, I'm not saying you have to go like
sign every top free agent or something like that.
Yeah, you don't have. Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm not even saying free agent wise. I'm saying defensive coordinator wise. Like, you got to bring somebody in here that is going to demand like this team to turn around quick. Like a guy I look at right away off the bat is if Raheem Morris gets fired, that would be an interesting one. If Todd Bowles gets fired, that would be an interesthing one.
Marty Wickendale.
I don't think Todd Bowles will come back because he was.
What about Marty Wickendale?
My thing with him is things kind of left off with the Giants in a little bit of a bad way. I don't know. I think he's maybe one that wants to be a little bit more like the alpha in the coaching staff. I can see that being a potential problem, but maybe not so much for Glenn. I think Glenn doesn't come off as a pushover, so I don't think that's the problem. Not saying Dayball was, but obviously those two had problems.
Oh, they did. I mean, he has had problems with his whole staff almost, Dayball.
Yeah.
Including
Sean McDermott with Buffalo too. Let's not forget it goes way back then. I think he was on his way out of Buffalo at some point in time until Josh Allen just really clicked and
kept him around for another year or two.
When a young quarterback starts adapting, the worst thing to do is take away his OC. So he ended up sticking around. I don't think much to the pleasure of McDermott, but they must have figured it out because he even stayed an extra year. I think there was the year that they played Kansas City in that crazy playoff game where they were just like touchdown for touchdown, basically the last 4 minutes of the game.
That was one of the best games I've ever seen.
I think that offseason he had a lot of interviews and decided to go back to Buffalo for one more year, and then he went to the Giants the year after.
Gotcha.
I mean, I might be wrong on time, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But yeah, the Jets have to go big game hunting at the defensive coordinator spot. Like, get one of these high profile, assistants that, maybe has a strong reputation. If not that, get one of these head coaches that gets fired. That's always a recipe for success.
Oh, for sure.
With defenses, especially, I mean, Todd Bowles would be outstanding for that because, I mean, I think he gets very conservative as a head coach, but when he's a defensive coordinator, that conservativeness goes away. I feel like he's a little more aggressive, stays aggressive, and he's going to be available. I think this season with Tampa, I mean, maybe they give him another year, but it's looking more and more likely like he'll be gone.
I don't think he'd come back to New York. We kind of chased.
I don't think he would. But Raheem Morris is one that I would definitely keep an eye on. If he gets fired from Atlanta, bring him in here. There's also some concern there because he was with the Rams too. So, obviously, everyone that works under McVay looks like a genius, even if you're a defensive coordinator. It doesn't matter what side of the ball you're going at.
There's a different role in that, man. When you're a head coach, or versus if you're a head coach coming from a coordinator, I mean, there was so much more success as a coordinator than a head coach sometimes. I mean, look at Spagnuolo, same thing. Steve Spagnuolo. There's a list of coaches that are way better suited as coordinators than offense. Look at what's his name? The guy in New England, Josh McDaniels. Perfect.
Yeah, he's like the epitome of like great coordinator, terrible head coach. Exactly. If that was like in a dictionary, his pitch would be right there.
100%.
Terrible offense, terrible head coach, great coordinator.
Exactly.
Zach, who was on our show a couple weeks ago, was saying how like he strongly believes that if you could put coordinators in the Hall of Fame, McDaniels would be.
It could be one
exception. They don't do that though. It's head coaches that get in usually.
Oh.
I don't know if it's just like they haven't had a coordinator that's been that successful like to do it, or if it's strictly a rule in the Hall of Fame. I mean, there have been plenty of great offensive coordinators, so I guess it's a hard pitch there. So it probably just sticks at. But they also put like executives in the Hall of Fame too, and what do they do on the field? So I don't know. I'm just looking up like coordinators and like seeing like who like could be on their way out. Like Jim Schwartz is one that you could look at if things fall out. Huh?
He's got tenure too.
He's got tenure. Things can fall out in Cleveland. That'd be an interesting one.
What about Sexy Rexy?
I don't know about that. Like, is he that desperate to get back to the Jets? I mean, he wanted to be a head coach last year. Here's the thing with Rex Ryan, though. I think would be, he's like, and I talked about Wink Martindale. I think it's the same argument there. I'm not saying Rex is a bad guy or anything like that, but he's definitely one that comes with like bravado, and he's I mean,
no, for sure. No, it wouldn't be a good match for what's his name either. For Aaron Glenn.
We can get Shane Bowen, the guy that the Giants just fired. That guy was horrible. Although, you know what? I think he would still be an upgrade over friggin' Steve Wilks, as bad as he was.
I just don't understand. You see that resume from Steve Wilks? He got fired everywhere he went. One and done, 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 one and done. Everywhere he went, one and done.
Basically, since he was a head coach for the Cardinals that one year. Was it Cardinals? Yeah.
I believe so, Arizona.
He was the head coach the year before they got
Rosen?
Kyler Murray.
Oh, Kyler Murray?
He was there for the he must have been there for the Rosen year.
Okay. I mean, anyway, we move on from this guy, and you know what? Rightfully so. The players are not playing for him. They refused interviews. I mean, you can see it's already breaking down the team. I think maybe that could be a point why Glenn maybe did it too. Glenn may have to step in, dude. And honestly, the more and more I see what's going on, man, I'm starting to lose faith in him too, man.
Glenn?
Yeah. I mean, and now we're going to trust him and move. I mean, I don't know, man. It's too early to say, but like even Muji, like I like Muji a lot, but they're in pairs. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have to see him another year. And what if, and only what if, we don't end up with the quarterback? We're gonna have another year of disaster. You think Woody Johnson's gonna sit there and just take another year like this?
That's why if there, I keep saying it. That's why if there's even a glimmer of a chance for them to trade up, they're probably going to do it.
Well, we just got to hope that friggin' two teams don't get that first pick. One, it's the Raiders.
Browns
and
Raiders
Cleveland is
for
number two. Those are the two teams. They end up with that number one pick. Even if you send them 10 first rounders, they're not selling that pick. So we got to hope
Arizona. Keep an eye on Arizona. I know that they're behind us right now, but Arizona is another team that, if somehow, some way, they kind of found their way into that spot, which I doubt. Obviously,
yeah. I mean, the Jets have a better shot at it.
Yeah, Jets have a better shot for sure. But all that being said, Arizona is another team that's probably quarterback hunting as well. But yeah, in an ideal world, Giants or Tennessee, preferably Tennessee. Although, the whole thing with the Giants not trading with the Jets is so stupid. I don't think that's going to be a thing. Seriously, the Jets are going to come with the best package possible. The only team that can come with a comparable package is Cleveland because they have another first round pick. But their first round pick is like the Rams pick, which is like no, not the Rams, the Jaguars pick, which right now is in the late 20s. Yeah, it's late 20s. Like right now, if the draft would end today, they're at 28. We're at 18. So it's like it's literally a 10 pick slot drop.
That's huge.
It might be a situation where you have to trade those 2 1s, and I know it's not a huge thing Jet fans want to hear.
When you say 2 1s, you mean their pick, the pick swap, and the other one,
and more too. Like that's not going to stop there.
You're thinking one of next year's first 2, so a total.
I mean, it depends. If the Jets are picking 2 and the Giants are picking 1, it's probably not going to cost
3 to 1 ain't going to be that. It's anything after that.
Listen, 3 to 1. If you're hopping the Raiders, they're going to ask for something.
I mean, even if the Raiders, for instance, you got to leapfrog the Raiders. Let's say, okay, the Raiders don't even have that much to offer. They have a pick this year and a pick next year. That is it. We have 5 first rounders.
So the Raiders can offer their 1 and their second round pick, and the Giants would go in there and they'd be more than happy with that because they know that they're still getting the guy that they want at number 2. They are now acquiring an additional second round pick. But if the Jets go in there and they hopscotch the Raiders, well, now the Giants, instead of getting the top player they want, they're now getting the second player they want potentially. If the Raiders, because now the Raiders are probably not picking a quarterback unless Dante Moore comes out, which that motherfucker just needs to declare for the draft and call it over. I hope that guy. I hope that guy lights. What happened?
I'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I hope that guy just lights off the college football playoffs. And just says, "All right, I got it. I'm declaring."
I mean, hear me out. I'm going to ask you something. All right. So the New York Giants are definitely shopping. They need a new coach. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. What makes you think, like, let's say they hire a new coach. He comes in and he wants nothing to do with Dart.
That's not going to happen.
Why not? Let's say he wants
because the ownership will make sure, and they did the same thing with Daniel Jones. Like they were on Daniel Jones. They still believed in him at that point in time. When Daboll got there, like they, made it clear, like, all right, let's try it out with him, see what he's got. Jackson Dart's shown stuff. He's shown some good things. Like they're not gonna and there's a lot of money involved in that too. Like 3 years, around $8 million a year, or maybe it's probably less because it was like a 17th overall pick. But still, 3 years, $18 million. That's $18 million for a coaching staff to just come in there right away and say, okay, we already have a quarterback, but we want this one instead. And not to mention you're not going to get Dart for, you're going to probably get a second round pick in return at the very best. Because the thing about draft picks, it's like a car driving off the lot. It depreciates in value. I think a big caveat to whoever they're interviewing is going to be like, how can you progress Jackson Dart? It's not going to be, where you got the first overall pick, let's trade out. They're going to look around and say, okay, we have an opportunity with a quarterback that we feel confident with. and now be able to potentially trade out of that spot, accumulate more picks, and build around this team. With already a great wide receiver over there. I mean, there's a lot of pieces in place already for the Giants to be able to say, hey, like, if we can just add a few more pieces, then, we are picking first this year, but we could also, find ourselves in a situation where we're getting better next year.
No, I agree.
I don't see that situation.
I mean, you're in a glorious spot.
What happened?
You're in a glorious spot if they get that first pick.
And even Tennessee's in a very similar situation. People are, oh, what if they don't believe in Cam? They're not going to give up on Cam Ward after 1 year. It's not going to happen.
He's not that bad.
Huh?
He's not that bad. He's got shit around him anyway.
The team is horrible. Yeah, the team is horrible. You can't even get an evaluation on the guy.
No, you can't.
Although I was watching that game last week, hoping that they would win that game so we could scoop up a little bit more. Who are they playing? Oh, the 49ers. And they had no shot. But there was a point at the – what happened?
No, I'm losing you.
You kind of broke up for a sec.
Oh, you did.
Oh, shit.
It's coming in choppy.
But yeah, there was a point in the second quarter where he had like a guy wide open, just sailed it over his head, Cam Ward. So, I mean, obviously there's still a lot to evaluate there, but that team is terrible. And they fired their coach after 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's
but you gotta give these guys time. Look at JJ McCarthy. Like, he's playing better now. They're not
he is
playing as terrible. It takes time sometimes. Even Zach Wilson needed a little more time, probably.
No, I don't know about that, dude.
God. But yeah, that game was terrible. But some good news was outside that Jet game, and then I mean, if you're rooting for tanking,
we moved up 2 spots.
Moved 2 spots because the Saints won, the Commanders beat the Giants, so we were able to move up ahead of both of those teams. Even the Falcons won, I believe, this weekend, so that moves the Rams back. I'll tell you what, the Rams are another team to just watch out for. I'm just telling you that right now. If they find themselves in the top 5,
they'll have a late pick, but then I got a top 5. They'll end up with I think that pick is sitting at number 9 now.
It's 10 right now.
Yeah,
it's 10 right now. But the thing is, there's 4 teams in front of them that, no, they're 5 and 9. Strength of schedule is a little. They could find themselves in the top 5 if these teams from 6 to 10. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. All they're asking is teams to win 1 game each. You know what I mean? It's all.
Yeah, we need the Raiders and the Giants to win a game each, and Cleveland to win to get to first. You know that, right?
And Tennessee.
Oh, and Tennessee, right? Well, Tennessee plays the Saints one more time. That's a good thing. We play the Saints.
They play. Well, they play Kansas City this week without Mahomes.
Oh, hey, you don't know what Kansas City team you're going to get. I mean, I think they should still win.
You still got Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna be as cakewalk as some of these people are making it seem like. It's Patrick Mahomes is great and all, but that's still a really good team.
No, it is.
Well, very well coached team. Obviously this year has been terrible for them. But yeah, so you got the Commanders lost, you had the Saints won. I mean, they both won, but then Indianapolis lost, which friggin' Phillip Rivers almost
did it
off. 2-minute drive.
Dude, they're gonna lose the rest of their games. Okay, we're gonna end up with out of that.
I think that was their last chance at a win.
Yeah.
So you got San Fran this week. Yeah, San Fran this week, Jacksonville, and then at Houston. Yeah. That looks like 3 straight losses.
I mean, listen, it looks like it. You never know. Especially the 2 division games. Sometimes they're a little tighter. But I don't expect them to win another game. I expect that pick to be a top 15. We're going to be sitting at 15 with the.
So I was actually looking at it, and so hear me out here with this one. So they're 8-6. At 13 is Minnesota. Whatever. There's a few teams there that are 6 and 8. So
that's at 13.
Really, if they lose out, they're 8 and 9. So there's a handful of teams that are 7 wins. maybe a
What's that
fine
most?
swing at 15, but it's
15, 16.
yeah. I mean, listen, it's a lot better. It's a lot better than 32. Like we thought, like we thought at the day of the trade.
I remember the last time. If you know what, I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I remember the last time the Jets picked at 16. Not meaning the very last time, but one of the years they picked at 16. I think they drafted Chad Pennington at number 16. I think he was the 16th pick of that draft. That was the year we had 4 draft picks, I believe.
I will let you know right now.
Yeah.
Google is a fancy little machine. 18. Chad
Oh,
Pennington.
18. All right, shit. Now we need the 18th pick then. And maybe
we're at 18.
Maybe,
we're at 18 right now.
Yeah, so stay. And then maybe we could draft a quarter. If we don't get that first pick, we can draft our quarterback at number 18, and he could turn into a Chad Pennington.
We can draft Cole Pennington at 18.
Is there really a Cole Pennington?
Yeah, it's his son.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
At Marshall?
He was at Marshall, and then he transferred somewhere else. But he's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Not terrible, but he's not a first round pick.
He and his pops.
I don't know if he's still playing or not. But you know who else is playing quarterback? I don't know if he's still there actually. I gotta look it up.
Who?
Anthony Beck's son.
Oh, get out.
Rocco Beck.
Rocco. Not too bad.
I know he was playing. Maybe it was last year. I forgot. These years all flow one another.
Dude, it's just so weird. Like
you know what? Yeah, he's still out there. He might transfer to Penn State.
Oh, interesting.
Because he was at Iowa State with Matt Campbell, and they're saying he might follow him over to Penn State.
Smart. I'll tell you. You know what? I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, if we don't land that number 1 spot and we don't get Mendoza, I mean, you got to think of alternative avenues and all that. You got to think of these other quarterbacks out there. I mean, who's even a glimpse of any type of hope? You know, I mean, you're going to have to take an hour and develop them. I mean, you're going to have to start thinking outside the box. Dude, because there's nothing else.
I mean, they'll draft someone like that. Like, if that were the case, they are drafting someone in the second round. I think it's just the way it's going to go.
You're going to have to take a flyer.
They're going to draft someone again next year, though. Like, unless that guy just they're going to draft someone next year, though.
100%. 100%. You got to throw the darts, bro. Until you get one. Start to do this and start. You know, a second rounder on Aller. I know he's got like a 3rd round grade, maybe a 4th. I can't see that. He'll move up the charts somehow. You know what I'm saying? This kid was projected to be a top 5 pick last year.
Yeah, okay? But here's the thing about him is losing record against teams with the teams that are ranked. Like those are the things that follow him.
Huh? He had shit around him though.
Shit around him. What do you mean? Penn State's team.
No, this year, like all his weapons, no receivers.
No, that record was
intermediate game.
That record was like but no, his record against teams that are ranked was even from before this year. Last year,
Penn State. Listen, he's a kid. Develop, hopefully could turn into something. I'm not saying he's the savior, but dude, they need to bring in some new faces in his quarterback room.
Yeah, he could be a second string quarterback for us next year when we're drafting our first string.
Maybe this year. Who knows?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's
Listen,
it.
They just gotta.
Let's go.
Yeah, 3 weeks. They just need to finish the tank. Lose these last 3 games. I mean, really, I think they're going to lose to the Saints for sure. Like, Saints look way better than us at this point in time. But it's still the Saints. It's still a winnable game.
It is.
Once they get through this game, oh, boy.
Yeah, but the thing is, you said it's a winnable game. But they really got nothing out there now.
I understand, but it's still the NFL. It's still something.
I mean, I don't know. Is this defense going to all of a sudden play like 2 years ago's defense because of this coaching change?
No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, where was Will McDonald and where was Jermaine Johnson this week?
They've been non-existent. I don't know what the fuck happened to those 2 guys. We talked about this like weeks ago.
First round guys, Anthony.
Yeah. Well,
bust.
I wouldn't go as far as bust, but this season they've been terrible.
Yeah, they're definitely underachieving. Let's put it that way.
You know, we've been doing the whole little which I don't know. Let me look at a calendar. Are we doing the whole
7 fishes for Christmas Eve?
No. No. Are we doing the fix the franchise thing or fix the Jets next week or the week after?
We should do it. No, we should.
Or you want to do it after the season's over?
No. Let's do it next week.
Next week?
Yeah, we'll do a
23rd?
soft one. We'll do a soft one next week, and then when the season's over, that next Tuesday, now all the cards are laid out. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really. You know, I mean, at least for draft positioning.
Yeah, we'll know what they're picking.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can do that.
You know, I haven't watched that kid from Oregon as much as you probably did. But what can you say about him?
He's accurate. I like him a lot. He's accurate. I think he's the type of player who would benefit from an extra year. I think that's probably the biggest thing I would say about him. But he's really athletic. He's strong outside the pocket. He, has a beautiful deep ball. My biggest thing with it is like, and this is just like me kind of overanalyzing things at times. I feel like, and I said this about Ty Simpson too, like when he was like early in the year killing it and stuff like that. I just don't know what he looks like when things are falling apart. And we learned very, very quickly from Ty Simpson when things started falling apart and he was getting hit on a consistent basis. He was a completely different guy. And that's the case with any quarterback. It's not rocket science. You put pressure on a quarterback, they're going to play differently. With Ty Simpson, it's kind of alarming at this point that how bad he's been over the last month. Still has time turning around. He can also be another one that has a strong college football playoff. Dante Moore is very similar in that aspect. Like I haven't seen him kind of get beat down and destroyed in a game and kind of elevate. I just haven't seen him get beat down is the thing.
Gotcha.
My biggest thing on Fernando Mendoza when I was watching him is when he was playing at Cal, that offensive line was terrible. It was awful. And he wasn't great last year, but he was good enough where he was pulling for wins, two-minute offenses. I mean, they were a 6-6 team last year, so it's not like there was like a lot of like winning happening. But the guy took a beating in that, and there was not many games I saw out of him that were like, oof, that was a bad one. Like you just look at his game logs, and like there's not a game that you see that. I think he had one game as a freshman where he threw like 3 interceptions, whatever. But I didn't go back to his freshman tape because it's hard to kind of go back that far. But I looked at his sophomore tape at Cal, and I looked at a lot of games this year. And the thing I come back saying every single time, I mean, even this game on Ohio State, he got destroyed like on the very first play of the game. Looked like he should have been out for the game. Misses one play, comes back in, and gives Indiana the biggest win that they've had in school history. Yeah. Won the Heisman. I mean, this is a guy that
he's a winner.
I had no idea who he was coming into the year. I'll be honest with that. But when I saw his name up there and I saw the Jets were kind of trending in a bad direction, I was like, all right, he's the name I keep hearing. Let me look at it. And I looked at it, and there was just a lot. And he was the only one that had multiple years of tape, too. Like, everyone was talking about Ty Simpson. Everyone was talking about Dante Moore. And it was already at that point where you already knew, like, Klubnik, Nussmeier, Sellers. You already had that feeling at that point in time that those guys were either going to stay back or just not be first-round guys. Even Aller at that point. So I really invested a lot of time into him, and I'm telling you, I'm not a scout by any means, and I could be 100% wrong. It's just, sue me. GMs are paid millions of dollars to make these calls as well. But there's something about a guy just, doing the things you want to see, taking beatings, and just looking like the same player, play after play after play after play.
Nothing rattles.
Yeah. And you saw it even in games. He threw that pick 6 against Oregon and came back and won the game. They won by 10 points, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
What was the other game?
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State throws the interception. It's like, oh shit, this is that game. What does he do? Very next possession. I think it was 2 possessions later. I think the next possession was a 3-and-out, and then the following possession was a 2-minute drive to win the game.
He responds well.
it's too much out there. There's too much evidence, I feel, that this guy has something. He elevated a team that has never won shit to the number one team in the country and just beat an NFL defense. There's 4 players on that defense that are going to get picked in first round, probably, at least.
And if we don't end up,
if not top 40 picks.
And if we don't end up with the quarterback, we'll end up with 2 of those guys.
Probably.
We better. 2 of those guys on defense, dude. I don't care who they are. Bring them in. That's how you fix the defense.
Well, I would say that was true if we didn't need like 8 starters.
Yeah, no, well,
man.
You lock down 2 players, man. We need a pass rusher, and we need somebody in the secondary. Linebacker. That's what we need, a linebacker and a pass rusher and secondary. We need everything, bro. That whole defense needs to be redone.
And I know we just played them, and I know this is like the last is like going like revisionist like a little bit, but when Trevor Lawrence was coming out, he was anointed like the can't miss prospect, can't miss guy, yada yada yada. Fine.
Right.
And obviously, I'll sound like an idiot like this potentially, but my biggest concern with Trevor Lawrence coming out was very similar to the issues I'm telling you I had about Ty Simpson. Trevor Lawrence played for Clemson, which was a NFL breeding ground. They were putting NFL prospects out year after year after year. Deshaun Watson, him, the entire offensive line. He never really came off as a type of guy that seemed like he had to, and he did improvise. I'm not saying he wasn't that, but I never saw him take a beating in a game and elevate. He was just great all around. He was a monster. So there's that avenue to it. And I'm not saying he's in that ilk, but
there are quarterbacks out there that don't have to, necessarily go to a big program to be good in this league. Look at Josh Allen. Came out of where? Wyoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at who else? Man, we could go down this freaking list. There's a lot. Where did Pat Mahomes come out of?
Texas Tech.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the biggest.
I think the way that the transfer portal is now, and the way that college football is working now, you kind of have the ability to put yourself in a situation like I think Mendoza going to Indiana was huge for him. Staying at Cal, like their schedule is kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like there's some concerns there. Like that's the one thing that I know. Like looking at his last year's tape is like, okay, he hasn't really played anybody this year. Like he played Penn State when they were ranked top 5. He played Illinois when they were ranked like top 10. And yeah, some of these teams fell off, but
right.
Those
still
are
ranked.
rankings. People thought these teams were going to be legit. They just fell off and they weren't great. Iowa, who when he played them, they weren't ranked. It looked like that was probably the easier games. And then when the season ended, I think they were ranked like top 15 or top 20, somewhere in that ballpark. And then obviously Ohio State. Like he doesn't get the privilege of playing these teams if he doesn't transfer. And I think that's something that a lot of these prospects should start doing. Like they really should start playing this transfer portal in a way to say, hey, I might be a guy right now who's viewed as like a second, third round pick because teams are looking at my body of work and it's like, okay, I played well, but what do I have to show playing against good opponents? Take that senior year, like Dante Moore doesn't have to because he plays for Oregon. He's already playing against the Big 12, but like Mayava, for example, he's going back to USC. USC plays Notre Dame every year. There are some good games that they play.
Maybe like 2, 3.
Yeah, like there's a couple. They'll play a couple of games, and maybe they lure an opponent or something like that wants to play them, whatever. But you got like put yourself in the SEC, like put yourself somewhere over there. I'm pretty sure that Ole Miss quarterback, unless he's a senior, I'm not sure. Chambliss, whatever. Pretty sure he follows Lane Kiffin at LSU and tries to keep moving that direction. That's what players should do. They should put themselves in a situation. And yeah, it sucks for the smaller schools because you're going to have all these like powerhouses just kind of like accumulating players, so on and so forth. But it's going to really kind of like make it a situation where like some of these conferences are just built like NFL like divisions.
Yeah, it's like division. It's like AAA.
Yeah,
basically.
And I think that really benefited Mendoza. I think if he stayed at Cal, we're probably not having the same conversation about him. The fact he went to Indiana and put together the body of work he did this season, and obviously win the Heisman was a big boost in that direction. I don't think there's much of a doubt that he should be the first overall pick in the draft, even if Moore comes out. I think there are some people that still view Moore as a top overall prospect. I don't necessarily agree with that just because I've seen a little bit more out of Mendoza. But they say Moore has the higher ceiling, Mendoza has the higher floor or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I know what you
I
mean
don't
about
give a crap about that. I want someone who's going to come and play quarterback and know what the fuck they're doing.
I just want to have a quarterback in there that could be a potential top 10. That's it. And stay there for a while. I'm not even saying I want the number one guy. I just want a top 10 quarterback that is legit. That every time you play, you got to worry about it. I mean, that's
I think Mendoza definitely has like that ability to be in that ballpark for sure. Yeah. Top 15, top 8. You know, it is if everybody went to a draft saying I want to get a guy top 5 quarterback, like that's what everyone wants, obviously. But you gotta you gotta walk before you can run. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta
100%.
Take it one step at a time. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Again, 3 games left. The Jets have a lot of moving up to do in this friggin' draft order.
Yeah, they do.
Just keep losing. And Vegas,
we moved up. I think we're like 16% now to grab that first pick now.
16?
Yeah, I think it moved up to 16% or something, 11% maybe. I remember it started at like 1%. Then it went to like 8%.
Pro Football Network says, and I don't know when this is based off of. Hold on, let me look at. Oh, this is as of November 4th. That's not going to help.
No.
It's been like 6 games since later. God. Google AI, you got to work better, man. That was the most lackluster thing I've ever seen in my life. Jeez. Let's see what this is. 5 hours ago.
There you go. That's updated.
Odds for Jets are 5.7%.
Oh, so I thought I read something at 16%.
So Giants are 10%. Raiders are 37%.
Yeah, because they figure that they got to beat the Raiders losing every game. Now,
yeah, that's the thing.
That's scary.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I
think they lose every game. I think there's a realistic situation Jets are picking 4 with a 3-win season.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Well, no, actually, 4. Because the Browns look like they can lose every game. Because I don't know that there's a game on their schedule. Like the only thing I can see is like Browns having that weird game against Pittsburgh or the Bengals, where like Myles Garrett has like a monster game and they can't score for shit. Titans, I mean, they can steal a game against the Chiefs with this whole situation, but I still think the Chiefs win that game.
Yeah.
Maybe the Saints, but the Saints are playing good right now. And then I forget who they wrap up the season against.
I mean, listen, we're just rooting for the Raiders. That's all. I'd rather the Giants lose every game. But in a perfect world, the Raiders beat the Giants, and the Giants win against anybody else they're playing because I think they got crappy teams. I think there's 2 other winnable games for them. One was the Raiders, and I forgot who the other one was. There's another one. Minnesota. I mean,
but I don't want them beating Minnesota.
How come?
Because if they beat Minnesota and the Raiders lose this week, they're already going to be slotted to number 1.
Oh, so you rather them? Yeah, I know. I hear you.
I mean, obviously the Raiders are going to try and lose that game no matter what. But if they already have the first pick locked up at that point in time, they're going to make some. They're going to make some business decisions over there.
They would have to. And hopefully Dante Moore does come out and they fall in love with him more. I mean, that would be the only thing. Are you taking Dante Moore at 3 if he's there at 3? If Mendoza's not on the board?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I heard someone the other day, and I don't want to call nothing out, but saying that if the Jets are picking and Dante Moore's there, that they should trade the pick because there's no way that they feel like they can develop him. Bro, if that's a conversation that's being had inside that building, everyone should be fired. Are you kidding me? You're gonna have a quarterback right there in the lap, right there sitting in your lap. It's like, do we pick him or do we trade this pick? We should trade it because there's no way we're gonna be able to develop this guy. Like that's a come on, you've got to be freaking kidding me. When I heard that, I about fell off my chair. It's like, are you serious?
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, we're a head coach for an NFL football team, trying to draft guys, but we don't know how to develop. So yeah, let's not pick a quarterback that a lot of people believe is the best prospect if he comes out. Like, I think Mel Kiper had him slated as the number one prospect if he were to come out. Not even
really?
Number one quarterback. Huh?
Oh, Dante Moore?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know what? Listen, if he would have come out, just makes everything juicier in the top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's got it. Let me look at Mel Kiper's rankings.
He's probably got Fernando number 1 now, as far as quarterback.
No, he doesn't. This is recent.
Gee, this is nuts. You know, I have to say,
Dante Moore number 1.
Oh, he has him as number 1 prospect as a quarterback.
Dante Moore number 1, Fernando Mendoza number 2, which I feel like Mendoza was maybe something change there. Previously 2, Moore previously 1, Jeremiah Love 3, Arvell Reese 4. So yeah,
who's his top 5 quarterbacks this year? Only
top 5 quarterbacks only.
Like that are declaring. I mean, that most likely will be in the draft.
Jump to positional rankings. Moore, Mendoza, Simpson, Mateer, Darian Mensah.
Any of those other guys coming out?
Mensah, say there's reports out there he is considering it.
Any good, Mensah?
He's all right. I think another player would probably use a little bit more time in college. I think he's 20 years old.
Oh, he's a baby.
He's 20 years old and he has 25 college starts at Duke.
Duke.
Yeah, well, friggin', you just said 2 minutes ago it doesn't matter what college you go to.
No, I get it, but you know what? No, I did say that, but you know what? I mean, I don't know, man. You know what? It's so scary. We have to trust this regime to pick the next quarterback, dude. You know, and we've sucked at it for so many years.
I mean,
you know, if I had I wish I just had the choice of the pack. You got what I'm saying? It's like we have to settle for second or third best now. You know, that's what sucks. You know, it's just like that Zach Wilson year. Everybody wanted Trevor Lawrence, and we had to win those 2 fucking games. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up with Zach Wilson. Oof, please.
Yeah. Imagine if we lost to the friggin' Falcons. Oof. We'd be sitting pretty right now. We'd be the Raiders.
Oh.
We'd be rooting for the Raiders in 2 weeks. Beat the Giants. Beat the Giants. Oh, no. Wrong. No.
Yeah.
We'd still be rooting for the Giants. No, wait. No, we're rooting for the Raiders now. We'd be rooting for the Giants. Man, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you're trying to root for losses and wins by other teams and shit.
What do Raiders play this week?
I think it's whoever it is they're losing.
Denver?
Pulling it up now. Houston.
Yeah. And then they got the Giants after that, and then they got KC, I think.
So the one thing I'll say about the Giants game for Vegas is they do have who's he what's it over there? Geno
Crosby?
Smith.
Oh.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. Right there.
Just need one game. Just one good game, right?
Yeah, Geno Smith needs to do the Jets a favor after all these years, man.
Yeah, I mean, what the heck? Just do it one.
Because he's not going to be there next year. If he wants to be there for another year, win a game and put them in a situation where they can't draft a quarterback.
Smacked him in the face. Is he even starting?
Huh?
Didn't they just bench him?
They didn't bench him. He got injured.
Oh, is that what it was?
But I read that he should be good to go for this week. So just freaking
Let's
win
go
a game,
Raiders.
man.
Let's go Raiders. Get 1 win. Get 2 wins if possible.
Yeah, get them all. Win 3 games. Wrap it up with 3 wins.
Well, hold on. I got a question. So if let's say Raiders win next week. Who's sitting? So they'll be the same record as us. Are we picking ahead or behind them?
It depends on strength of schedule. Right now, the Raiders' strength of schedule is 548, and our strength of schedule is 536. So it's a 12-point gap. It's close.
Yeah.
But so right now, out of all these teams, like obviously everyone wins a game. Like Giants were tied with. So there's actually a situation where the Giants and Jets had that same record at the end of the season. So we might need the Giants to win 2 games because of this.
No.
But listen, at the end of the day, if we're picking 2, we're saying that Raiders package. Here's the first, here's the second. Shut your mouth. Give us the pick.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you know what? We'll sit in as 2 and still get our quarterback.
Well, no, because they would trade with the Raiders.
They don't trade out, I'm saying.
Well, no, they would trade with the Raiders, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but why would they want to do that and get a fucking worse pick?
Raiders might send 2 first-round picks. We're talking the same situation we're talking about the Jets, man.
Oh, from 3 to 1.
If they're going 3 to 1, and you're probably gonna have to offer 2 first-round picks at least. 2 first-round picks plus. That's why I think the Jets go first this year. The 18th this year would probably really motivate the Giants.
Right.
Because you're getting 2 picks this year. Next year's Raiders pick, I mean, if the Raiders are off for this year and next year's first, that's also one to strongly consider because the Raiders are probably picking top 5 next year.
Yeah, true.
Maybe top 10.
We might have 2 picks in the top 10 next year again.
Yeah, especially with Micah Parsons being with his ACL now.
Mm-hmm. Cowboys are stinking it up again. And not
Cowboys might suck. I mean, and the beauty thing is, the beauty of that too is like we have the better pick of the Cowboys and the Packers. Like whatever pick is better is the one we get stuck with.
So we got 2.
So I've never seen that before, but I wonder what Tankathon does. Like, I mean, it probably just updates week after week, but that's gonna be annoying.
It would have to.
The admin people, like, tracking everything.
I'm more intrigued about that Colts pick next year, dude.
The Colts pick?
That could be a top 5 pick, dude. Dude, they are stinking right now.
Yeah, but they're still.
Dude, they are stinking so bad right now. And mind you, they still have Jonathan Taylor. I mean, it's not like they lost 1 guy.
They're gonna figure something out over there. Then it's not like they're gonna suck something.
Maybe they bring in
Kyler Murray. Huh?
Maybe they bring in Kyler Murray.
And with Shane Steichen, he might get the best out of him. You never know.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not ready for look. I'm still freaking trying to figure out where the fuck we're picking this year, man. I don't give a shit where we pick next year, honestly.
Dude, at the end
if
of the
we
day,
get the first pick this year, I don't give a fuck what picks we got, where we're picking, where we're slotted. Like that, I will not open up Tankathon one time next year if we get the first pick. I will not open the fucking thing up. I will not give a shit. I'll just believe what other people say. Oh, we're picking 3rd, 8th, both. I will not open the fucking app. I'm sick and tired of this friggin' thing. I open up every fucking year, hoping that the Jets do enough to get to the first spot.
Bro, we can never
do just enough. They do just enough to not get the first pick every fucking time. Just for once, like I sent out that like
just that one time. We just need the one time we have the pick of the litter.
Well, I think last year, like I forget going into the last week of the season, Tennessee was like picking like 3rd or 4th. I think it was 4th. Hold on,
everything went their way.
So the Giants won that last game of the year. The Patriots won that last game of the year, and I think there was another team that won. Hold on.
Yeah, the Jets.
No.
Probably Cleveland, if I had to guess.
La, 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 la. Hold on. I'm trying to look it up here because I know whatever it was like, how the hell did that happen?
Cleveland, probably. Or the Raiders. Could have been the Raiders, too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so week 18. So the Browns lost. So what was their final record for Tennessee? Let's just look that up first. So they finished 3-14.
And then up with the first pick.
So they finished 3-14. Browns lost. They also finished 3-14. Panthers, no. Bears, no. Jaguars, no. Jaguars lost as well. Patriots, I know won. So Patriots beat the Bills in week 18.
Yeah,
They had the first pick. They had the first pick going into that week. The Giants did lose. I don't know why I thought the Giants. Maybe the Giants lost the week before. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was like a 2-week period. Like there was they weren't even like in the top 5. Well, they weren't even in the top like 3, whatever. They like ballooned up because
that's what it takes, man. Hey, listen, with a little bit of luck. I mean, maybe for once we could get a little bit of luck. Can you sprinkle a little bit of that dust on us, bro? Please.
You gotta like do the old Buddha head thing, whatever the hell it is. Anyway, what else we got over here? So, oh, here's a little tidbit of news. I don't know if you heard. Which I didn't even know he was on a fucking team, to be honest with you.
Already waived already?
Huh? So he was waived today, at least what I heard, which probably means that either Tyrod or Fields is healthy.
I don't want anyone to start anymore, bro. I'm done.
I agree. I think it makes the most sense for
Brady Cook, man. Let him cook.
Brady Cook just go the rest of the way. Finish the job, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like play decent, like you did last week. To where we think
he has a spot on the roster next year.
There you go.
That's the best thing
backup. He could be the starter while Mendoza sits on the bench for.
What's going on with Garrett?
He's not going to come back.
He's off IR this week, though.
Yeah, but they're not going to bring him back.
You don't think so?
No. Why the fuck would you?
I'm just saying. I'm just wondering.
Your favorite?
Yeah. They cut his ass. Now he's gonna go play with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
yeah.
Or maybe he wants to go play with Love.
That'd be funny.
Oh man, what else you got, bro? This fucking teams.
You know what? Honestly, the only thing I got left for all us Jet fans that have been through so much for the last 16 years of not making the playoffs. I mean, one day the sun will shine for us.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
And like I said earlier, one day it'll shine. The next 5 days it'll pour.
But honestly, it just needs to turn the corner. When is this ever going to happen for us? And I mean, I don't know what to say anymore, man. I don't. Honestly, there's nothing I feel good about. I mean, with this regime. I mean, listen, I love Aaron Glenn as a player. I'm not loving him as a coach right now. He's got to prove shit, dude. No. And honestly, what kind of a leash does he have next year? You know what I'm saying?
Short one.
Yeah, I mean, a short one. We're going to clean fucking house after 2 years?
But when I say short leash, I mean, like, I don't know what kind of assurance is he. Obviously, like, if they win 2 games next year, I don't think he's there. But, like, maybe there's some assurances, like, hey, trade away our 2 best players. We understand it's going to take time to rebuild. They gave fucking Solid, like, 5 years. Yeah, like, they gave Joe Douglas 6 years to figure things out. Like, one thing I'll say about Woody is, like, he does give his guys time to figure shit out.
He does.
Sometimes a little bit too much is probably the concern. He's not really – he's like I don't know. Have they had a one and done? No, they haven't had a one and done. I'd say the quickest.
I mean, I think there was a one and done a long time ago. Pete Carroll.
Well, I'm saying with Woody though.
Oh, with Woody, I don't think so.
Yeah, Herm Edwards was his first coach.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Bill Belichick was a one and done. He was like a one day and done.
He quit. He didn't get fired.
So you had Herm Edwards was there for a bunch of years. You had Eric Mangini after him was there for a few years. Although Mangini was probably his like biggest like cutthroat, like not cutthroat, but like out of nowhere firing. He's never really had an out of nowhere firing like recently. Mangini was that one where it felt like that actually felt like very out of character for Woody, like especially for what we know he's been like for him to realize like, hey, we have a really good roster. I just need something different, and
boom, it happened.
You need a motivation.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan was a few years, and he even got more years than he probably should have.
And then you had Bowles.
Todd Bowles got a few years.
Ace got 2.
Ace got 2. Yeah, but that was it. Took a cataclysmic, like terrible year for that to happen.
Yeah.
Salah,
and now Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Aaron Glenn, like if he has like an Adam Gase type year too.
Well, that's the thing, right?
The thing Adam Gase had going his way, and he could have been one and done. Aaron Glenn.
It was Adam Gase at the end of the game. At the end of the year, that year, he won like 6.
Yeah, that fake shit that he had where they won like 7 games, whatever.
Hey, but you know what? They won 6 fucking games. You know, I couldn't even say that to here. We can't ever win 3 games with this fucking roster.
That's what I'm saying. So he won however many games down the. I think they went like 7-2 or something like that down the stretch.
6-2.
6-2. All right, whatever it was.
6-2 the last 8 games,
and that was also the year that Sam Darnold missed like the first 4 games because the mono situation.
I mean, listen.
What the fuck? Have you ever heard of a fucking 24-year-old guy getting mono and happens to the fucking Jets, or 23 years old, whatever he was?
Only the Jets, dude. Only the Jets. This happens to, bro.
Oh my god.
You know.
I don't know, man. You can't make this fucking shit up, bro.
What's your prediction
for what this week?
Yeah,
I think we lose. I don't know, man. That defense is just so bad. Like maybe they get a little bit of a jump with like Chris Harris as a DC, but
watch us get a pick 6 this game.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine that? How about
we get an interception first?
Oh man, that'd be awesome. What about what's his name over
there? Quinton Williams got in.
He did. Like what the heck?
Yes. If you would have told me before the year started, Quinton Williams had more interceptions than the Jets.
Oh my god! You want to know about paid out?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! I don't even think there was something for that.
Dude, at this point, they might as well fucking not get an interception. Just like just bottom out.
For that, bro. No one will ever do that.
Well, the record before this was 10 games, 10 or 11 games, I think it was.
And we're already at what? 15?
14, right?
Yeah. 14 games.
Yeah. No one's a touchdown already.
You want to go a whole?
You go a whole season. I tried looking back. I was actually talking about this on our Saturday show. I was like, I know it's been all year that they haven't had an interception, but how many games before this year did they miss? But they had 2 interceptions
the last week of the season.
Yeah,
against the Patriots.
Ashton Davis had both of them. I think the last 3 interceptions. I think like if you were to say like players on the team currently, whatever, like we're going way back, like because Sauce had. I didn't even know Sauce had an interception last year.
Yeah, 1.
Yeah, he had 1 interception, and Ashton Davis had 2, and both guys aren't on the fucking team anymore. So it's
when was Whitehead with us last year, or was it 2 years ago? When he had the 3 interceptions in one game against Josh Allen.
That was 2 years ago. That was the first year with Rodgers, so it was
2 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first game of the season when Rodgers went out. That was when Josh Allen was still an idiot.
Yeah,
we actually did have a chance at the division if Rodgers plays that year, probably.
Possibly.
Because I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got, bro. This fucking team is just like making these conversations just brutal.
Yeah, they do.
But we talked an hour about this.
They don't even make it entertaining enough anymore. It's like, I don't even want to watch them anymore. But there's only 3 weeks of football left, then we have to wait a whole fucking year again.
I say
almost.
Just lose. Hopefully that Week 17 games goes our way and the Raiders pull off.
9-away win. 2 games.
Yeah.
Maybe they go 2-1 in the next 3 games. Woohoo!
They go 2-1. Giants go 2-1. So, no, Giants just win 1 game. Giants. Oh, they could win 2.
Yeah.
Beat Dallas at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Dallas has nothing to play for. Help us with our second round pick and help us with our first pick.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Double dip right there.
Up.
See what happens.
All right, bro. Peace out.
A lot of fun. Talk to you guys later. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Go Jets.
Go Jets.